Well, good morning, friends and family. This is Wander on day 106 of my Appalachian Trail journey. As you can see, I'm recording this in the car. That means it's wet outside. So expecting rain most of the day, though it should be tapering off by the time I get to where I'm going. I'll be starting at Blairsville, Millbrook Road. Same place I started yesterday, but yesterday I went south, and I'll be heading north up to Culver's Gap. And there, Brother John will be picking me up in the RV if all goes well. It's a 14.7 mile day. Don't know what kind of sights I'll see today or when I can bring the camera out because of the rain. I will do what I can. But until then, hopefully I can record something at the trailhead. But we'll see. Alright, I will catch you later. Alright, just a quick thing. I'm kind of under the umbrella right now. Brother John's right there, dropped me off. That's where I got to head to today. Again, it's raining out, it's foggy, so not sure what we'll see, but I'll bring you back when I can. There is a pond down there. I wanted you to see it. I'm going to get in a little bit closer so that the phone's under the umbrella. Yeah, it's kind of foggy, but you can hear the frogs down there. I say foggy? It's foggy and froggy. Alright, I've got to try to make my way around this. Through this runoff from the dam there. Looks like it's been dammed up there. You got an outflow pipe that's not. Okay, the sounds of the pond. Let's see if I can figure out a way to make that's all salt. There's a rock. Okay. That was too bad. Alright, I'll put you away. Just wanted to show you the trail. Again, sorry for the close-up. I'm trying to stay under the umbrella. But the trail's been not too bad today. For the last little bit now, it's been pretty smooth. Was it so wet out, it'd be downright nice. But I got rained on pretty hard for a little bit, then it quit, but it just kind of wets everything. That may be the hardest I've been rained on since I've been on the trail. Been misted on and light rain a lot, but and it wasn't a Texas gully washer by any means, but it was a good little bit of rain coming down. Yeah, so you see this trail is fairly smooth. Again, now that I look at it, it looks like an old two-track. So yeah, that's why it's pretty nice. These things come and go, and all of a sudden you just don't realize it's there and don't realize they're gone. Alright, put us up. So I've been walking down this old two-track, and sorry the camera's kind of fuzzy. But there is old pieces of chunks of asphalt here on this road. So one time this used to be a paved road. Huh. we're on now, they're got us walking on it, which I'm perfectly okay. So the peak of the rain for now has started to drop off. So the next hour or so till, well, more than that, it's 7:30ish. So by 11 o'clock it's supposed to be way down in the single digit percentage. Oh. Yeah, this is nice. Nice walking. When you're walking on these roads like this in the forest, you got a white blaze there, and then somewhere up ahead, normally you'd be able to see the next one. On these roads, they put them a little farther apart, but probably still in eyesight. Well, as foggy as it is, you can't see the next one. So you just, obviously seeing one, you pretty much guarantee you're on the trail. But sometimes the AT cuts off to the side and leaves the road. So you got to keep watching for that. Appalachian Trail. All right. Looks like we got a road barrier coming up here. Road guard, barricade, something. Oh, there is or was something over there. Let's see, a fenced in area. I don't see any, well, can't make out anything in it. Huh. Something in there. All right, let's, got a road crossing coming up. Let's see where this trail takes us, and hopefully the other side is just as nice as this one. Oh, there's a blaze as the trail turns to the right. All right, let's see where it goes. Now I come across the street and there's a sign saying AT that way. There may be an inset right here. Let's see. I don't. Maybe I need to bring out the app and see what the app says. Oh, there's a sign on the ground. Let's see what it says. AT North. Right there. And H2O that way. So I guess there's water down there. AT North goes this way. Okay. The trail just changed dramatically. You see a white blaze there and then one up there. And now the where's next, so we got to climb. Now I got to climb that. Wet rocks. Let's see if I can find some kind of footholds to get up there safely. All right, now I got that one right there. Now the corner turns and goes, the trail turns and goes up there. All right, let's try that one. Okay, got up that. Now let's keep going forward. I think the rain is mostly stopped. I think it's mostly just tree rain now, but sometimes it's hard to tell. All right, there's supposed to be a view here, but I got to get across there, and oh yeah, that's like stepping on ice. Let's see if I can figure a way to get across this safely. Well, the trail puts you up across those rocks. We just crossed an open path. There's probably a bypass that would have taken you around them if it was wet, what like it was. Didn't know that was there. Oh well, I made it across all right. What I ended up doing was, before I put my foot down, I planted my trekking pole in the ground, in a rock, in a crevice or something. I'd put my trekking pole down, then I'd step my foot next to that. Then my next one would go down, and I'd put my foot next to that. Always making sure the trekking pole was anchored solid in the ground or the crevice of a rock or a crack or something. So that way the trekking pole wouldn't slide and it would keep my foot from sliding. So a simple little thing, but it got me across safely. All right, so now we are back on the trail, on a smooth trail. Old forest road. Don't know how far it goes, but like I said before, I'll take it. Doesn't look like it lasts long because I see a turn. This is also another trail. You can see orange blazes here. There's an orange blaze saying orange blaze turn, white blazes turn. So I guess we're still following this. All right, there's a sign here for Hemlock Pond Trail. Goes that way. We want to go this way. Some campers down there. I seen their food bag hanging. I was like, who let the food bag out here? But a few more steps, I've seen their tent. So. Okay, here's some signs. AT North. That way, south. Let me pencil that in. Crater Lake. And over here we got Buttermilk Falls Trail, 2 miles. The falls is 2 miles that way, or 0.2 miles. I don't know which. Buttermilk Falls. Well, it's wet and don't know what you'll see. Probably just more wet. At a waterfall, yeah, for sure. Okay, well, just came upon this rocky section and all the issues with wet rocks. So I'm going to see if I can make my way carefully across this, and I'll come back later. Alright, came to this bridge. I guess river. I guess it's flowing, can't tell. Pretty calm. Maybe it's a pond, I don't know. But gonna walk very gingerly across this. Yeah, I guess it's a river, it's flowing down there. Alright, rain is still coming down. Supposed to have been stopping by now, but I'm pretty close to it. But doesn't seem to want to give it up. Alright, I think I've got a series of ups and downs through the end of the day. I've got a little over 8 miles in. I've got about 6.5 to go. Now this might be quite the view if we didn't have our head in the clouds. Oops, slick rocks. Watch your step. Yeah, coming across this stuff is treacherous. Let's work our way down. Well, here's an AT box. Something inside there in a plastic bag. Didn't look like a logbook, but maybe it was. Alright, let's keep going. I've got, I think, yeah, 3, let's see, 4 would be 15, so 3, 14, 75. I think I've got 3.5 miles to go. I have to check the app to see for sure. This
second half has been a lot more rocky than the first half. Not the smooth sailing that I had a lot of up to the first, I don't know, 5 or 6 miles. I just came across this little pond here. But the trail leads up this way. Maybe get a better view around the corner here. Okay, well, let's move on. Less than 3.5 to go. So here is some trail markings, and there's a trail going off that way, and according to gut hooks, it's called the Ladder Trail, Ladder. All right. Day's getting shorter, or close to the end, or what do you want to call it. The rain has finally stopped. A while ago I have shed my rain pants, and my rain jacket is unzipped and my arms are out of the sleeves. But I do have bug net on because it seems like now that the rain has stopped, mosquitoes are out, so every time I slow down or stop, I get swarmed. And it seems like sometimes climbing is just slow enough where they think it's an invite to come to eat. So I'd rather they not eat. So at least me. Alright, start to climb. Okay, finally a view. Some kind of lake down there. I'd have to look on the app to see what that is. More than likely a reservoir of some sort. Okay, then I gotta walk across here on these hopefully not too slick rocks. Somewhere is the trail. Looks like it goes up this way. I see footprints in mud. And I see a tree with a blaze on it, and I see a path behind it. That'd probably be a real great view if a clear blue sky and no haze or no fog or clouds or whatever's out there. Alright, I just came out of the woods down there. There's Brother John's car attached to my ride for today. Alright, let me stop all this stuff because my day is now done. Looks like I did 14 and change. My watch says 14.5. I think officially it's 14.7, so finally, this time, less mileage. Alright, this is it.